Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Eileen. So today I'm on here to share some paper flowers that I created. No pattern, no dies, no paper punches. It's just super easy. My good friend Kat from Lolly Thimble sent a box with goodies in it. She sent me a box a while ago, and she used pattern paper, so like dressmaking pattern paper, to stuff the box. So she used the tissue paper so that things would be safe and secure. Well, I have a whole bunch of it. I kept all of them, and I decided to use the pattern paper to create my paper flowers. Isn't that gorgeous? And there's no tea dyeing, nothing. I just took the paper, cut it into strips. I doubled it up, right? I started cutting them into strips, and then when I got my strips together, let me just fold this up real quick. Sorry for all the crinkling. Tissue paper is a little noisy. So I took the paper and just cut strips into it, okay? And there's no measuring. I didn't measure. Just take a rough estimate. And the reason I didn't measure was, you know, you're going to fold these up on itself. Actually try to make it straight, just as straight as you can, but it doesn't have to be exact. Okay, so you take the strip, double it over, and fold it in half. This is like elementary crafts, guys. Like, you do this in elementary. And you fold it in half again until you get into a square, okay? And you want to make sure your paper is not shifting so much on you. You want it to stay even. And fold it in half. So now we have a square. So now we have to fold that square in half also. And some of these I folded into like triangle shapes, like when you're making snowflakes, or you could fold it into thirds or whatever you feel. But that's what I did, okay? And you can see a lot of the edges are not lined up, but whatever doesn't line up, it doesn't matter, because as fluffy as these flowers get, it won't even show. So wait, what I want to do actually is fold it out so I can see my folds, where they start and stop. Okay. And it may seem like a lot of waste, but it'll all work out, okay? And I just took my scissors and I cut it off, and you can just round out whatever didn't catch on your cut, and you can shape, and this will become your petal, okay? And look, that is my waist. Scoot it out, and you open your flowers up, and now you have so many wonderful layers of petals. And that's what it came out like. You see that? And I can show you some of them didn't all catch, because, you know, the folds and the depending on how straight you cut your strips. You see that? And I don't throw those away. I keep them. So majority of them got cut out pretty nicely. And what you do is, if you have a circle punch, I punched several in advance a while ago. You can take one of the punches, punch your circles out. I'm gonna cover the red because I don't want the red. And I used this glue stick or glue pen from Dollar Tree. And you only need to dab a little a little bit, okay? And I take that and I put it right in the middle, and I'm covering the red because I don't want to see that. I don't care to see it. And then I just press it down and try to get it in the center of your cutout. And look at this, it's not a perfect flower, but it does not matter. Okay guys? And we just take it and just dab very little. You don't need a lot. And I try to rotate the petals so that they're not stacked right on top of each other. So they're staggered. And I press and press. And then we rotate again, just a little bit. And it'll start fluffing up. It's already building on itself. And I love it. Perfect. Perfectly imperfect. A lot of the pattern paper has big fields of just the plain brown, no print on it. So if you can alternate the blank and the printed, that would help your flower have some kind of dimension, like that. I don't know if you can see all that. You see all the printed in there. So you just keep on going, and we just keep rotating and building and building, okay? And what I do, usually I will save like 4 petals, so with like print on it, 2, 3, and if I can't, then oh well. I'll save them for the very center, and I'll show you how that goes. So this goes really quickly, and depending on how many times you fold your strip, it will show how much fluff you can get. I don't know. Okay, so we're at the last 4 petals, okay? And like what I would like to do is find my center, I fold it up, and I try to, where's my camera? There you go. And I fold it up so that the petals will stagger, but I make sure that it's in half, okay? If that makes sense. It's not complete, see there, it's staggered. And then I will fold it. Sometimes I'll fold it like this, like a triangle. It just all depends. And you see all the fluffy petals right there? Yeah. And then you just take that and you put a dab, you put a dab of glue right in the center, okay? And we're folding it again, and we're gonna do the same. I'm folding it in 3s, and that way we have all kinds of texture. And sometimes I wanna put a little bit of glue right in between the fold. So now I'm just stacking it in the middle, but bringing it closer to the center so it's shorter. It's not lined up with the other petals. And this is so quick. We're almost done. Okay? No, I don't like that. Okay. There we go. And all those layers of glue. There we go. Look at how cute. And then all I do when it's all dry, I will fluff the petals up to give it that depth for the flowers. And you can keep on fluffing, fluff and fluff and fluff, because this glue dries pretty quickly. Okay, and for my centers, I just used like pearls from Dollar Tree. I'll use pink and white. For Walmart, this sheet I've had forever, and I haven't used it all. I mean, I've used several strips, but you know, for this flower, I think I will use either this size. There's 3 sizes on here. So there's the large, the medium, and the small. And then there's also the Dollar Tree pearls. So there's pink and white, sorry. So I think maybe I should put a button. You know what? Yeah, put all this stuff away. So indecisive, I think. Hello. So these are my goodies that I got from Kat, and I put them all in the jars so I could see them. And she shared with me her handmade buttons. You can see that right there. And I think I'm going to use that. Yep. And I'm just going to use my glue again and put it in the middle. And it worked fine. It's still on there. It's on that flower. It's still there. So it might be a little too big, but it's okay. And there we go. Handmade with love. And just fluff these petals up. I love it. It gives it all that texture. Okay, so let me put these back in. Let me show you what I did make with the first ones. So this one I did completely folded them. Each petal on this flower, I took the petal, I used my little shears, my scissors, these little fancy dancy edge scissors. It took a lot of effort, but I got the edge because I don't have the punch, remember? Cut the edges. So now for this large flower here, I took that and I folded all of them in thirds, every petal on this thing. And you just take your little cutout, your circle, and I went around the whole circle, folded each petal in threes, and glued it all the way around, and just added layer after layer after layer. And this fluffy flower is what I got. It's so cute. So this is one, and I used the little gems that I just shared with you. This is another, and this little petal, I had folded all of them, and I cut this in thirds. Let me see if I can get it to fold right. Like I said, they were not perfect cuts. You don't have to be exact because you're not seeing everything. You're not gonna see everything, right? My scissors, and this is what I did. Cut that and cut that right there. Opened them up, and that's the shape I got. You see that? And it almost looks like a star. Look at that. That's what they look like. And then you just layer and layer and layer, rotate them so they all stagger. Okay? Put that over there. Throw this away. And that's what this looks like, and that's why we have all these edges. And then the little one, this is just a smaller square. That's what I have, these three. And some I didn't put any centers in it. This is a way smaller flower. Okay? You can see all the edges on there. And it's up to you how you want to cut the petal, you know? There's a little one, I added the little white pearl right there. And then here's another one. It's a medium-sized one. So I'm still using the same size punch for all these flowers. Okay. And then here's a larger one with 3 pearls. I used the pink pearl in this one, and see all the print? All the print in there. It makes it super cute. Okay, so that's the 3. And then here's the button one we just did together. And here's the larger. And then these, they're just blanks. They don't have any centers in there. Okay, so those are my flowers, and I think I will make one more, probably find a smaller button for this set right here. And I hope you guys give it a shot and tag me. I'm on Instagram. My Instagram is just my name, Eileen Payne, and you can tag me here on YouTube also. So I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys.